Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohmad Irwan, and today I'll be presenting my innovation entitled Fuzzy Delphi Method, Analytical Tool, and Excel VBA based approach. So basically, the program will perform S.T.E.M or Fuzzy Delphi Method analysis on data obtained by expert, and it would provide direct results, direct analysis and findings based on that method. So in terms of originality, intuitive, minimal data entry, just like a manual process, automated economic response analysis and finding template generation with no unnecessary redundancy, multi-level single cell entry for similar or interrelated completion process, and automated items ranking and display ordering. So this I will show maybe later in the demo session. And usefulness, teaching and learning participant is in expounding novel research analytical method to participants are familiar with concept and application. Researcher, fast track towards processing raw data and arriving at findings for further research deliberation and or conclusion. And finally, for industrial player, findings derived can be used to plan and formulate working policies which would tackle debilitating essential problem and improve the work processes. And commercial potential, the potential market could include public and private sectors involved in exploratory survey work such as academic institutions, governmental agencies, and special interest groups. The ubiquitous nature of Excel platform would reduce the learning curve and the question and development process. This is the first, the program has 3 templates: define, analysis, and finding. For the first template, I had to do the first data entry, which is on the experts and also the construct and items. So for this demo, I will just take data from my research, so that we can expedite the process. Okay, so I'll take this. Okay, just copy. This will be the experts information. And next will be on the construct and items. Okay, so you need to indicate identifier apart from the items, and for the expert also you need to indicate identifier because identifier will be used in the analysis tables, because if you use a long description, the table will not be very compact very difficult to read. So identifier will be used, but later on the program will recall back what this identifier refer to what, okay, in the final templates or findings. Okay, so this is the example So for the construct, you have to indicate construct first, and what follows will be items associated with the construct. And then once you encounter another construct, they will determine this to be the end of the items for that previous construct. Okay, and the beginning of a new items for the new construct. Okay. In the define, I will select first on the 5-point or 7-point Likert scale. So if I use 5-point Likert scale, so I need to generate so that this will generate the templates required for response and also for analysis and findings. Okay, so again to expedite the process, I will just copy from data set that I have from my current research. Okay, so this is the response. You can use in here you can enter based on response based on the language based on the language instead of numbers. Okay. So after for this research, there are 3 constructs, so we have to enter 3 times for the responses. So from there, the program will calculate the fuzzy values, the average fuzzy values, threshold values, and finally the defuzzification values, which will be ranked. And the findings, the program will arrange your ranking just now in the display So number 1 will appear first, number 3 and so on And as you can see, they also determine whether the item should be considered or not in the research. For example, here you see there is a term. This is the items that indicated rejection, need to be rejected. So why? The program also will indicate the reason, because the T here, for example, the T less than 75, which is supposed to be more than 75%, which is T is referring to percentage of expert agreement, and A is the alpha cut classification values. Okay, so which is less than 0.5, which is supposed to be more than 0.5.